Hello out there. Katrina Carroll Lewis here, and I am happy to welcome you to this week's installment of Hope from Home. My hope is that you are able to find grace and peace during these turbulent times. I know that my mind is spinning with everything that's happening in the world right now. I hope that you are finding moments to breathe and to connect with one another. This week's piece, entitled The Teacher, is the second Hope from Home monologue written by Lily Mercer. This week's performance is by the super talented and incredibly charismatic Anthony Cosby, a multifaceted performer who I am blessed and lucky to call my friend. Anthony's most recent credits include The Wiz at Virginia Repertory Theater and Lacage at the Riverside Center for the Performing Arts. Today's monologue tells the story of a man who is teaching during quarantine, but even the distance of quarantine can't break the strong bond that he has with his students. If you are able, please click the link to support Virginia Repertory Theater. Be safe, be healthy, and I do hope that you enjoy the monologue.
I know it sounds corny, but it's true. Teaching is more than a job. It's a calling. It's something you're driven to do because every muscle in your body wants to help somebody else succeed. And helping somebody else succeed is how I succeed. I've taught going on forever, different subjects, different age groups. Now I mostly teach Virginia history to fourth graders. I have fun doing it, and I try to make it fun for them. I assign them roles and let the kids act out their parts. Sometimes they even make up songs about history, like in the musical Hamilton. They love that. And it helps them to remember whatever it is that we're talking about. Because in some ways, it's sort of like sports. The muscles remember the moves, even when the brain doesn't. So I think it's good to get them up and moving around. But on March 12th, everything changed. Or at least it seemed like it. Before then, I was used to things being a certain way. I was used to the fist bumps and the sounds of fingers typing, or the tugs on my sleeve when someone was sick and needed my help. That was my normal. Now, everything is taking place through a computer screen. I'm having to learn new technologies and figure out new ways to make learning interesting. I Google Chat and Zoom and FaceTime for hours, sometimes into the night. I don't like to admit this, but every day, before my morning starts, I just sit on the porch and daydream about how things used to be. That's what I was doing yesterday. Drinking coffee and lost in a fog of what should have been. But then I heard, "Is that you?" And I looked up and I saw one of my students and what seemed like most his family. His dad had explained to me that my student had written me a letter to thank me, and he had decided that he wanted to deliver it in person. In fact, he insisted. So they drove all the way from Chesterfield County to the Fan where I live, just so that he could see me in person, even from a distance. I could hardly hold it together, and when they left, I didn't. I miss my students. All 46 of them. I miss my classroom. I miss the people I work with. I miss it all. I know it'll come back. And I also know it won't be the same. But now, because of him, all I can think of is how grateful I am. He reminded me of why I love teaching, because it matters. And I'm learning new ways to make it matter. And in the process, I'm making new memories. And so is he. We're all trying to adapt. It feels different, but it's okay. Because I'm flexing a new muscle now, which always hurts a little at first. But it won't always. I know that now.